Hi, I'm Mika Truman, and welcome to my YouTube channel, as well as Frankincense School of Mystical Arts. Have you ever noticed sometimes that you can meet someone and you automatically feel a connection? It can be someone that you have a romance type of connection. What about just a casual person? What about a teacher? What about a coworker? What about a friend, even a neighbor? It can be any kind of connection. It can be any kind of relationship that may cross your path. And you may feel this emotional connection with them that can be so strong, very real, very empowering, and you just automatically feel, I think I can really trust them. And of course, how often does that happen? But they do. You can feel a connection with them and you can feel a bond with them. And next thing you know, you've shared your whole life story, even things that you don't share with anyone. You just find yourself just opening up and sometimes sharing more than what you wish that you would have. Sometimes this emotional connection can be so real and so strong. Sometimes it does take a life of its own and then it continues to grow and flourish. And then sometimes the emotional pullback does happen, it does occur. And sometimes when this happens 2, 3, 4 times, the first couple times they can be excused. We know we can kind of just play it off on, okay, maybe they're going through a rough time. Maybe something's up with them. Maybe it's something that they just don't really feel comfortable with sharing. Maybe they just had a fight with someone. We can make up all kinds of excuses and all kinds of reasons why sometimes they just emotionally vanish on us. And maybe they don't pick up the phone. Maybe we haven't heard from them in a while. This can leave a mark. It can cause us to not really necessarily trust them. It can cause sometimes where we're very, very gun shy and we are very leery of their intentions for us as well. And this is real too. And then is what usually always happens is that out of the blue, here they are. How are you? How's it going? Like nothing. Like we just talked yesterday. How's it going? How are you? Oh, how have you been? And they just carry on in such a way that no time has passed. And then you're over here thinking, whoa, what is this? What's going on? I'm not trusting this. I love this person to pieces, but I don't think I'm trusting them much. And I surely don't know how much I'm going to let them back into my life. And this can truly be very real, and it can affect you in a deep way, especially when it comes to trust. And you can be where you are, okay, it happened once, okay, it happened twice, okay, fine. All right, now it's 3 times. I'll let him in. And then you let him in again and everything's going fine, almost the same type of scenario. They come in really super strong, no time has passed, no explanation, but then everything is fine. They're being very warm, caring, giving, loving, and then they pull away again. Usually always they're going to come back. Question is when, because sometimes there can be some space in between each time that they do come back. But usually they always do come back. The issue is that every time this happens, there is a trust that is broken. And we may be to a point where we are thinking, I might be done. I'm not going to pick up the phone ever again. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to block them. And so then, of course, when they do reach out again, you block them or you ignore them. Because now we've been hurt. Now we're really offended. And so this happens once, it happens twice, and you're ignoring. And then all of a sudden they're coming in stronger, starting to burn up your phone. And you're ignore. You may wait maybe a day, maybe 3 days, and then you send, a 1-word, a 2-word response. And then they keep coming in, and you're thinking, they just seriously need to go away because I am just done. I'm over all of this. I'm done with the game. You may find sometimes when you disconnect from a relationship, and unfortunately, you energetically cut them off, That's when you start to truly see what the person is about, what they're made of, what their intentions are, how far will they go to repair the relationship, and do they value me? But here's the thing now. We've been hurt. We are very cautious and we're very guarded of who we're going to let in our world, who we're going to let into our life. And yet they're coming in really super strong and wanting another chance, or even owning a behavior. They're owning that they go MIA. They're owning that, hey, I'm sure I hurt you. I'm really sorry. I was going through a hard time. And then call, text. They may even show up at your work. They may show up at your door. But it's unfortunate that sometimes we have to really cut them off in order to see what they're made of. But too often, and more than not, you will see a true sincerity come from them. And even though it may take a while for us to trust them again, the key is that you will see that they care enough to try and take ownership of a behavior where before they didn't take ownership whatsoever. And then all of a sudden, they're taking ownership completely, and then proving that they've changed and proving that you can trust and that you can rely on them and that they're worth keeping. So this is where it comes back to you on whether or not do you want to give them another chance. And sometimes it'll take months of seeing the same continuous behavior before we even let down our guard, before we let down the walls. But sometimes those can be the sweetest, best relationships that can come out of the up and down journey, the depths of hell. Those may be the best relationships ever. So before you cut off that one person that we have been wanting to cut off for a long time, maybe just think about it. And maybe just sit back and watch and see what they're made of before you make the decision. Are we going to keep them or are we going to shut the door? So until next time, jump over to fsma.life and check out our many free videos, as well as we have some great how to become psychic, medium, empathic, and you may find that they can really just be that magic touch that can totally change your whole life. Check it out. Also, if you would like a reading, you can find that over there and book that as well. And so until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe, and blessings to you.